Well, hey there. Welcome back to Conspiracy Ninja. Conspiracy Ninja. Everyone seems to be arguing nowadays about whether the Earth is flat or round. But what if the more important question is whether space is real or fake? If the Earth is flat and space is real, I don't know how much that changes, but if the Earth is round and space is fake, I feel like that changes a lot. That makes me feel a little claustrophobic, kinda, you know? So, there's that. Hey y'all, welcome back to Conspiracy Ninja. Here's a thought that might twist your mind into a bit of a pretzel. You got people doing live streams. The Earth is round, it's not flat. The Earth is round, come up here and argue with me. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And everyone just yells at each other. No one gets any real points across. I couldn't help but think, but what if the real question we should be asking is whether space is real? Yeah, I said it. Look, I'm no conspiracy theorist or anything, okay? I'm just a guy asking questions. That's all. That's all I am, just a guy asking some damn questions. I'm not saying this is true, and I'm not saying it's false. What we are going to do is a good old-fashioned conspiracy ninja. Let's lay out the points for and against. Let's see who comes out on top at the end, shall we? I'm going to give you my rating on the likelihood of this conspiracy being real. And of course, I would like your ratings in the comments, please. Here are the points for the space is fake conspiracy. 1. NASA's filming mistakes. Now, these are all actual examples. We have leaked clips showing astronauts being pulled upward as if on wires, and other clips seemingly showing what look to be stage wire. There's reflections in astronaut helmets showing studio lights and crew members, objects floating in the ISS that appear to be handed off on strings, and then we have this quite famous footage where an astronaut drops something in zero gravity, and then there's the George Bush Sr. NASA clip with an astronaut behind him seemingly in front of a green screen. That exact image behind Mr. Sr. there is found in one of NASA's own archives as an actual piece of footage. We also have the lovely mist glass of water, liquid just sitting perfectly still in the space station. What is that? There's so many of these that I'm gonna do a deeper dive just on these videos. It's honestly ridiculous. This also brings us to another point in favor of the space is fake theory, and that is the ISS live stream glitches that seem to happen all the time. We have unexpected objects that appear in the middle of a live stream, and then the stream suddenly ends, like in a hurry, like oh my god, shut off the feed. The motion inconsistencies that look like just bad compositing. Some of these clips just look too staged, like quite literally. Another point that leans heavily in favor of the space is fake conspiracy theory is the whole moon landing thing. That kind of feels like a problem for the people trying to argue space is real. Sorry, I said space is real. You know what? People arguing against space being fake. That's gonna be better for the algorithm. The fact when it comes to the moon landing that we lost all the telemetry data. We lost it, guys. You lost it? You sent people to the moon and then you lost all the data? Nah, dude. I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. NASA also claims the technology to return was lost and too expensive to build back, which doesn't jive with the whole we sent people to the moon with the computer that had less processing power than what's in your phone today, man. We really did that, man. Then why don't you send them back today then? Oh no, we couldn't possibly. That's too difficult. We don't have the computers powerful enough to do that. I mean, do we not see a little issue with that? Then you got the flag on the moon that just looks little weird. We won't go too far into the moon landing because this for sure is going to be its own video, of course, but there's so many inconsistencies with that. There's going to be a lot to cover there, including Buzz Aldrin and other astronauts at the very least implying that they never went to the moon.
It didn't happen.
But I think I know. Because we didn't go.
Weird. Huh. Okay. And you got the press conference when they got back from their first trip. The first people to ever land on the moon looked like they were at a freaking funeral. Yeah, we basically just spent the last month sitting in a freaking cabin in the back pretending we were in space, and I just want to go the F home, man. We're basically lying to everybody, and now we have to do it in a press conference like we just won the Super Bowl. That never happened. It's the vibe I got. And I'm not saying the moon landing was definitely fake either. There's just a lot of weird stuff. And one argument that is going to be both for the space being fake theory while also also simultaneously being one of the skeptics' arguments against it. In order for a conspiracy of this magnitude to be executed, governments around the world who seemingly can't get along on a daily basis would have to all coordinate together in order to fake something like this. I don't know. I would say if 3i Atlas has taught me anything, it's that information can be coordinated quietly, globally, and in sync, especially when the higher levels decide it should be. And I'm talking about the people that run NASA and all these people that run all these space programs, the guys that are right underneath the power. They all seem to work together regardless of what their respective governments are doing. Just something to keep in mind. So I don't think it's that out of the realm of possibility. And it leads me to my next point in favor of space being fake. Have you been there? Have you been to space? These people that are hiding this at the top, the lower level scientists are relying on data passed down from them. These guys haven't been to space. The regular old run-of-the-mill scientist hasn't flown to the moon. I haven't been in space. My friends haven't been to space. Have you been to space? Maybe you have. Leave a comment below if you've been to space. I'd love to know. And then also let me know what you're taking, because I would like some of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Most of what we believe about space comes from institutions we are told to trust, and trust for institutions, last time I checked, is at kind of an all-time low, is all I'm saying. Now here's one thing I'm actually really curious about. If someone thinks space is fake, do they also think the Earth is flat, or is there like a round earther but space doesn't exist option? My hunch tells me no on that one, but please let me know in the comments. Genuinely curious about that one. So here are the points against space being fake. Skeptics will say thousands of scientists across dozens of countries would all need to be in on this lie. Another point is that amateur astronomers track satellites pretty much every day. Multiple private space companies like SpaceX, for instance, would have to have fake launches and fake all of the footage that they do live when they live stream. Kind of seems like a stretch. There are high zoom cameras that are highly capable and do show objects in orbit. Supposedly, we have deep space probes that have been sent out and send back consistent data. Those are all fair points. I'm not ignoring them. I'm just laying out both sides. So, what do I give this space is fake conspiracy? This one's tricky. Never in a million years, as much as I love conspiracy theories and I'm into the paranormal, did I ever think I would consider the space is fake conspiracy theory. And I don't know if I think space is fake or not, but I'm gonna give it a 6.1 out of 10. So we're in like the unsure range, but I am leaning toward like, it could be possible, and or something is happening. There's something going on that we're not being told. Is it just that it's there, it's just impenetrable? Are we not able to get into space as easily as they make it seem? And granted, it is quite difficult, if it's all real, to launch a rocket into space with the mass and the fuel you need and the thrust. It's not an easy undertaking by any means. However, is it so much more difficult than they even make it seem? Is it that we're able to get up to space, but then once we get in space, it's just death zone? There's no survival. You have all the radiation, the Van Allen belt, and all the things that make it impossible to survive. So I think that's where I'm at. I don't know that space is fake. What might be more possible is that the space station and or the videos that NASA constantly films and releases might be fake. And it might be that space is real. It's just such a hostile environment that we actually haven't really figured out how to get to space and survive there. I don't know. This one is an interesting one for me. I've just seen so many videos and what I would consider pieces of evidence lately that are really making me question things even more. There's something else going on. They ain't freaking telling us what else is new. When do they tell us anything though? You know? What's up, NASA? What are we doing? I think we can all handle... Don't y'all think we can just handle the truth? Like, what are we waiting for? Just freaking tell us already. So those are my thoughts, and that's my score. Let me know what you think below in the comments. As always, please, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a score. I love when people do their ratings. Makes me happy inside. Get a little giddy and excited when I scroll through the comments. And as most of you know, if you leave a comment, there's a high likelihood I will answer you and we'll have a discussion, because I like to talk to everybody that watches my videos and everyone that leaves a comment. Soon enough, I will see you in the Conspiracy Ninja Studio. As always, stay safe, stay grounded, like, follow, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Again, I'm no conspiracy theorist. All I'm saying is Conspiracy Ninja merch is available in my link in my description. So that's it.